What's going on, boys? Kai here from Formula Secrets, and what I want to talk to you guys about today would be how to prepare for your very first cycle. So when it comes to this first, let's talk about the compounds and what we are going to be doing on your very first injectable gear cycle. Now, I know some of you guys are very eager to stack on Tren, NPP, Master Run, Insulin, HGH. Take a breather, calm down. We are going to get there. But first and foremost, the reason why we're only starting off with a one compound for your first one, numerous reasons, but here are one of the more important ones. You want to make sure you're using the right carrier oil, right? So for the most part, everybody, when it comes to this stuff, is really sensitive to pharmaceutical grade carrier oil, mainly because they use cottonseed oil. It's very thick, so that means it's going to be very painful. You're going to feel sore constantly, so when you inject, you're definitely going to get post-injection pain. That's the pain that you get when you inject. Everything feels fine, right? Everything feels good. The next day, it's sore. It's like, okay, that's kind of weird, but it's all right. Next day, it's even more sore. What's happening to that is the fact that that oil, cottonseed oil, is so thick, and for some odd reason, that's what the pharmaceutical companies decide to use. Maybe because it's the cheaper oil, for the most part, that's what I see, and that's that way they decided to do that. Now, it's painful because it's thick, it's harder for your body to take in. At the same time, it will absolutely raise your blood pressure. There are numerous guys that I've spoken to that every time they take cottonseed oil, their hand goes numb or their blood pressure goes up, and they see it right there because that's what it does. A lot more people are more sensitive to cottonseed oil. So the reason why we do one cycle at a time, one compound at a time for your very first cycle, is just finding out those minor little details. Are you better with MCT oil? Are you better with grapeseed oil? Are you better when it comes to this kind of stuff to whatever oil that suits your needs? So the beauty about home brewing, before I get back into it and start my rant again, the beauty about home brew is you're able to do that, okay? That's many plethora benefits of that. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, check out my home brewing videos in terms of how to do it, what are the benefits of it all. Go check that out. Anyways, when it comes to this stuff, that's the reason why we want to take it one compound at a time, especially for your very first cycle, because you want to see which one reacts better to you, which one is better to you, what will actually feel better to you as well. Because hypothetically, say you use grapeseed oil, amazing oil, amazing carrier oil. That's the stuff that you mix the powder with, okay? But because you're able to customize it, all right, let me see if MCT oil is a little bit better. And you find out that it does. Not only that grapeseed oil doesn't give you any type of post-injection pain, you see that, oh my God, wait. MCT oil is so much more finer and clear. It actually gets into your system a lot quicker. Doesn't raise your blood pressure, or vice versa. Some guys take grapeseed oil way better than MCT oil. Okay, so that's one of the many benefits of being able to take one compound at a time, just the carrier oil by itself. Just the carrier oil by itself. Another one, when it comes to this stuff, taking it one cycle at a time, right? Not a lot of people talk about, is the mental aspect of it. Being able to know exactly what it feels like when you are on your very first gear. Now, when you start stacking on NPP and Tren and all this amazing gear that you've been wanting to jump on because you see people getting amazing results at it, but you just want to pull the trigger right away and skip that process. There's nothing wrong with skipping the process. I'll be the first one to say right now, if you're a very beginner, you never lifted weights, there is nothing wrong when it comes to jumping straight into test, Tren, DNP if you have the proper guideline. Let's take celebrities for example. Are they gonna go in a series of gear just to make sure to get that role, even though they only have, say, 6 months to prepare for a movie role to get the part they're looking for and to look like that part? Like, for example, oh, I don't know, Chris Hemsworth in Thor. Did you think he had time? No, he only had time for 2 cycles to look godlike, literally. Do you think he had time to say, okay, let me just make sure this carrier oil is good. Let me make sure I'm good with grapeseed oil? No, guys. Okay, there's nothing wrong, especially you vets I'm talking about, there is nothing wrong with jumping straight into a full heavy cycle. There are downsides of it, obviously. You don't know which one's working at its best. You don't know if you react better to DECA than NPP or vice versa. You don't know if what's causing the The post-injection pain, the benzyl alcohol might be too high, benzyl benzoate might be too high, the carrier oil is completely different or wrong for your body type and how you're reacting to it. But all of that though, what are we talking about here? The negatives of it. Oh, it hurts a little bit. You see my point here? That's the beauty about gear, guys. There aren't really big side effects when somebody is guiding you and knowing what to do. But right now, we don't have a movie to play on, right? We don't have a script to memorize. We're not gonna be in the next Guardians of the Galaxy, so we need to look good, right? We're just doing this as a lifestyle. Now, the beauty about all that is we can actually take our time and take just testosterone. 500 milligrams per week, that's all you need. Maybe your next cycle go up to 750. Maybe your next cycle go up to 1 gram. And we're gonna stop right there. Why? Because there is a point of no return when it comes to the benefits, right? Diminishing return. There is gonna be a point to where you're not gonna grow any bigger when you inject 5 grams of testosterone. It's actually gonna gain more side effects out of it. My guideline is to never go over 1.5 grams of test a week. That's it. That is my only guideline. Now, do we have enough information about it as well? We do not. Maybe say guys like Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, do you honestly think they're only taking 500 milligrams of testosterone a week? Or 1 gram, guys? All right, and now a lot of guys are saying, oh, don't go over 1 gram or 1.5 because that might be dangerous for you. Do you see how big those guys are? Those guys are huge. They're not gonna be in the same level as you. They're clearly taking way more than the recommended amount of gear per week. They're stacking on 3-4 grams of different types. But we're not talking about that. We're gonna be talking about you and your very first cycle. So that's the reason why we're gonna approach it like that as well. Now, before I go off track and start ranting again, the mental aspect of it that I really wanna get in touch of is knowing how it feels, how it affects how quickly you recover. Now, that may sound amazing, right? That's one of the benefits as well. You're gonna recover instantly. You're not gonna feel sore anymore whatsoever. You are not gonna need a full 8 or even 7 hours of sleep. Some guys, they can't tolerate that because they don't know how to change their schedule. Guys, when you're in a test, you recover so quickly, you're only gonna need between 4 to 5 hours of sleep. And once your body's ready to wake up, you are gonna wake up and you're good to go. So what are you gonna do in the meantime? Just gonna play with yourself, twiddle with your thumb, go on Reddit, go on YouTube and check out stuff. Know how to organize your life, guys. That's one of the things about the many benefits when it comes to using testosterone or doing your first cycle. But also now you have to rearrange your entire lifestyle. Not for a bad thing. Obviously it's for good reasons, but I don't want you to squander off those good amount of times. Another one is going to the gym. You're not gonna have to spend an hour and a half at the gym anymore. What are you gonna do when the only time you have to work out now is 30 minutes? What are you gonna do for the extra hour? You need to schedule this in, guys. This right here, the entire channel isn't just about using gear to get your arms and abs. I want you guys to elevate your life as well. So that part of it is also part of this entire channel, guys. Not just the arms and abs, but to actually improve your life overall. I want you guys to elevate your life, not just being one track minded of arms and abs, arms and abs. You guys are gonna get to physique. You will, absolutely, it is guaranteed to work. I don't care if you're fighting, kicking, screaming. You use gear, you are gonna elevate your life. But you have to plan for it. I don't want you to squander off the time that's been given to you now that you have completely knocked down the entire fitness, the fitness pillar. What are you gonna do with the extra time? How are you gonna be more productive? How are you gonna make your business grow? How are you gonna be studying more better for your school or whatever you're trying to do? How are you gonna be a lot more efficient for your job? So one of the main benefits out of that is you're not gonna need so much rest time or working out time. You're not gonna feel sore. It's one of the weirdest feelings. Like, all right, normally when I wake up, I just did legs. All right, here comes the pain. Let me wake up the next, oh wait. I could do legs again, or I don't need to spend that much more time at the gym. That's one of the best ones right there. Being efficient by knocking down your fitness pillar. Only having to spend 30 minutes at a time at the gym. Oh my God, that is amazing. That is an amazing, huge bonus when it comes to this stuff, guys. That's one of the things. Another one as well is if you're gonna be a little bit more sensitive in terms of taking up your body temperature a little bit. You have to prepare for that as well, as in you are gonna feel a lot hotter, you're gonna feel a lot warmer as well. Your girl's not gonna wanna sleep next to you all the time anymore. You have to prepare for that as well. You're gonna have to be thinking, okay, I need to have my fan ready, I need to have my AC unit ready to go, to keep it at 70, 71, maybe for some guys that are on trend and DNP, hence me sweating like crazy right now because I am on trend and DNP, knowing how to prepare for it, laying down a towel, buying numerous sheets, buying new bed sheets. One of the reasons why some of you guys are breaking out is because you do not clean your skin. Clean your skin. Go see your dermatologist. Stop thinking that's just for women, guys, okay? Don't be sexist about it. Accept the fact that women know more about taking care of the skin. So go for it. Ask your girlfriend, ask your wife, ask your friends. Go to Sephora, ask them what type of cleanser you need and also face scrubber you need to clean your pores. Stop living the life of having to live with pimples. You don't need to. There's no such thing as steroid caused pimples. The only reason why you have pimples is because you haven't cleaned your face. Face wash, face scrubber, shower 3 times a day. End it with a cold shower so you are not leaving anything inside your pores, guys. So you saying that you have pimples because of steroids is you are just using that as a lazy excuse. And you already know what you need to do. New sheets, new cleanser, new face wash, do all that, do what you need to do to get your stuff. Fan as well, guys. Get ready to sweat a little bit more than normal as well, right? Guys that are on this stuff right now, just a simple test cycle, you are actually going to sweat a lot more. So that's one of the biggest things, guys. Be hygienic. Just shower, guys. It's not that hard. Shower, clean your face, make sure your bed is nice and ready to go, nice and clean at all times so nothing is going to be blocking your pores. Next part about it, I want to talk to you guys. For some reason, I thought I had my Red Bull next to me. Anyways, next part I want to talk to you guys about is your partner, okay? Now, here is one of the benefits, huge benefits about it if you are actually planning this out correctly. I can see the bad side coming into it as well. So, libido, that's what we're going to talk about. Your heightened sex drive, your heightened need and lust and want for sex. Jerking off isn't going to fix this anymore, guys, okay? You need to tell your girlfriend, you need to tell your wife. Why? You need to be open up with them. Not only that you're going to build your relationships a lot stronger, okay? You are actually going to benefit out of it as well because you're communicating with your partner more. You're being able to be open about it. You're actually educating them so that for the most part, they don't know anything about gear. They're just gonna assume that you're gonna die, high blood pressure, you're gonna go in some roid rage. Educate them, speak to them about it. They're gonna appreciate them and you even more. Why? Because you're not only that looking after your own health, she is finally going to have the trophy boyfriend or husband that she has been wanting. You guys like to show off your wife or your girlfriend. So do they. They don't want some slob next to them looking terrible, mediocre. They can finally have that as well. So speak to them about it. Now, going back to the topic of libido, you're gonna want more of it. You're gonna want more sex. So the good thing about that is if you speak to your wife about it, your girlfriend about it, she's gonna prepare herself. Mentally, she's gonna be like, okay, we're gonna be having sex once a week to at least 3 to 4 times a week from now on. For some guys, maybe even once or twice a day, depending on how high your trend dosages are, okay? So speak to them about it, be responsible with it so they're gonna be accepting and you guys can meet on some kind of compromise schedule because you are gonna have to start scheduling your sex. Even though right now for some guys that aren't on it, sex is more like a luxury, but when you need it because you have a way higher sex drive, you are gonna have to schedule it constantly. Tuesday night, ready to go. Thursday night, ready to go. You get a break Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but the weekend it's gonna be ours, so we need to do at least 2 or 3 times that day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Schedule it like that or whatever you need to be, guys, okay? Now, if you do not plan this carefully, you're thinking, okay, well, it's just sex. Not when you're on gear, fellas, not when you're on gear. Again, masturbation isn't gonna take, it might hold it off for a little bit, but guess what? That monster deep inside you is gonna be like, oh crap, I need sex. I need sex bad right now. If you're not responsible with it, you're gonna feel left out from your own relationship, you're gonna feel depressed, you're gonna be needy to your wife or your girlfriend, and nobody wants to hear that. You don't wanna be a beta male thing. Babe, can we please just do something? I need something, just anything. No, dominate your life, dominate your love life, meaning that be responsible, take control of it. She's gonna wanna hear that. Come home with flowers, come home being a good husband or a boyfriend. Why? Because she's going to treat you and also be attracted to that. A lot of women are attracted to a guy that just takes control, a guy that just knows what they want. So if you speak to them about your sex life or your newly found sex life that you're going to be venturing in, they're going to be much more understanding. And on top of it, she's actually going to cater to your needs. Why? Because she knows she's going to be expecting a foot massage, a back massage, flowers, wine, dinner every single Friday night, because you're going to be catering to her as well. So that right there, boys, is how you prep for your very first cycle. It's just bigger than you need test and some anti-estrogen. That's it. Bigger than that. Be much more responsible as well, guys. Know that it takes much more than just the drugs needed. You're actually going to need to set your life up properly, organize it, be much more efficient. At the same time, know that when you elevate your life, it comes with new responsibilities as well, like scheduling everything and being a lot more organized. Anyways, click like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.